All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Simplistic and welcome back to another video. So as you guys know, I live in Hollywood, California. It's beautiful here.
Portrait?
You asked the right guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. Wow, phenomenal. Of course. Just tag me on Instagram. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of tourists that love to visit here because it is literally the entertainment capital of the world. Whoa! No way! I'm a big fan! Iron Man! I'm right here! I mean, guys, just take a look at all the stars and all the celebrities that you guys see here. There's a lot. We got 50 Cent, Kermit the Frog, George Lopez, Robin Williams, Michael Jackson, Bruce Lee, Shrek, The Rock, Marilyn Monroe, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dr. Seuss, Frank Sinatra, Mickey! Wow! How are you?
Sorry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, look who we got here. Mickey Mouse, huh? Yeah. Next time, take a picture with me. And as you guys can see, I have a star of my own. Take a look at this, guys. Simplistic has his own star on Hollywood. Wow. You know, all this talk about celebrities in Hollywood got me kind of hungry. I thought it'd be interesting to try celebrities' last meal. But anyway, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please drop a like, subscribe down below, and comment what you think of this video. And let's get right into it. All right, so to start off the video with our first celebrity, it is Frank Sinatra. So Frank was an amazing singer, and his last meal before he passed away was, boom, a grilled cheese. You just gotta respect the grilled cheese as his last meal. It's just a super easy thing to make and super classy. As you guys can see in our grilled cheese, we got some tomato going on in there. I think some chopped onions. I don't know if Frank had that, but that's what we have, and kind of the same thing. You just can't go wrong with that, man. You really can't. I myself am actually a really big fan of Frank's music just because of how timeless it is. Like, you can listen to it any time of the day. And it's crazy that his music was popular like 40 to 50 years ago and I could still listen to it today. But a fun fact of Frank that you guys may or may not have known about, Frank Sinatra actually paid $40,000 to doctors so he wouldn't have to go to the army. He went into the doctor's office, slid them $40K and said, yo, make it seem like I'm not fit for the army. Like, he was literally a finesser, and that you gotta respect. So I don't know if you guys have seen this mugshot right here, but it is of Frank Sinatra and it is super famous. So you guys might have seen it before. Frank was known as the bad boy of his time era and everyone loved him for that. And the craziest reason why he went to jail is because he promised a girl he was gonna marry her and then he just didn't. And they charged him for that. Like, imagine I'm shooting my shot at a girl. I'm like, hey, honestly, like, I wanna marry you. And then I just don't, and I don't carry through with it. And I just get put into jail for that. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of weird. But Frank was doing his thing, man, for real. If this was my last meal, I'd be pretty happy. Listen, guys, I grew up on grilled cheeses. Some say I'm a grilled cheese expertise, a connoisseur, if you will. So I am gonna give Frank's last meal a 5 out of 5 stars. It deserves it. Simple, easy to make, classy, like Frank Sinatra. Overall, just a great meal. I don't know what I was going with that. Let's move on to our next celebrity. All right, so next up we have Elvis Presley. He was known as the king of rock and he passed away in 1977. So his death was amongst the most famous deaths of all time because he apparently died on a toilet. And with his last meal, it kind of makes sense because he had 6 cookies. This is 7, so let's just, that doesn't exist. 6 cookies and 4 scoops of ice cream. That was his last meal before he died. That's crazy. But on a nice Los Angeles hot day, this is perfect. Let's dig in. Simple guy too. He had vanilla ice cream. I wonder if he mixed the cookies with the ice cream, you know? Did he eat these separately or together? Honestly, I'm gonna eat them together because it just makes sense to me. So, you know, get the cookie right here. It's a Pizookie, guys. Scrum-diddly-dumptious. So good. A crazy fact about Elvis though is he actually had a twin. I had no idea about that until I searched it up on Google like 5 minutes ago. Crazy. I always wonder what it's like to have a twin. Like, imagine there was just another me next to me. Probably wouldn't be a good idea because I'm kind of annoying, but I'm kind of funny at the same time. So maybe that could be a good idea. Drop a like if I should get a twin, guys. Leave it in the comments down below. This meal is a 5 out of 5. And another fact, unlike Frank Sinatra, Elvis actually served in the army after he was famous. So just imagine, he started making music, started popping off, everyone loved him. He's like, you know what? Time to serve my country, baby. Enrolled in the army, served some time in there, and just came out a beast. That's insane. And another crazy thing is Elvis actually never performed outside of the United States. He never traveled to Europe, never went anywhere else. He just kept it here, so definitely a USA legend. So overall, I'm gonna have to give this meal like a 3 or 4 out of 5 stars, only because it's really not a meal. This is not gonna fill me up and give me the nutrition that I need. And the last thing I'm gonna have to say about this meal is thank you. Thank you very much. So this next guy we have here, he's not really a celebrity, okay? He's a legend. We got Abraham Lincoln. So 407 years ago, he was assassinated in 1865 after serving as the 16th president. All the shit we're seeing nowadays would not be here if it wasn't for him. Let's give it up for Abe Lincoln, baby. So Mr. Lincoln enjoyed a classic American meal at the time. It's kind of weird nowadays, but he had very, very weird, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is not for me at all. So to start off, he had Virginia fowl, which is basically like chicken, but it's cooked from a bird. Unfortunately, nowadays, it's kind of hard to find Virginia fowl, so I just got chicken, basically the same thing. So 7 years ago, you can actually find a Virginia fowl just walking on the sidewalk, and you can eat it, but that's not today. Next up, we got some baked yams. I am not a yam guy. Every single Thanksgiving, I do not eat yams at all. I stray away from it. I'm more of a stuffing, ham kind of guy. And lastly, he enjoyed some cauliflower with cheese sauce. I don't know, guys. Overall, just a really weird meal, but let's just start off with what's familiar, some chicken. Fantastic, guys. So as we dig into our cauliflower with cheese sauce, it's actually not bad, it's just really weird. But one cool fact about Abe is that days before his assassination, he actually created a secret service. Let's move on to some yams. I love yams. I just don't think food should be sweet. That's not for me. Maybe it's just me, but I don't like my food to like taste like candy. Another cool fact about Abe is he actually personally tested rifles outside of the White House himself. So after enjoying a scrumptious meal like this, homie would go outside of the White House and just grab the nearest rifle and just start shooting it in the air. He was really about it. But the rating for this meal, a 1 out of 5 stars, guys. This is not good at all. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I enjoyed was the chicken, and it wasn't really accurate to the Virginia fowl or whatever he was talking about, but yeah, it's pretty trash. Next up, we got Gandhi, and he sadly passed away in 1948. So with Gandhi, I'm gonna label him as a spiritual icon. He's pretty much a celebrity, so he's gonna fit in this category. So Gandhi was actually a very influential Indian lawyer, and he was pretty much the reason that India got their independence. Shout out to Gandhi, man. So for his death, he was actually assassinated by pretty much a hater that didn't want him to spread his positivity. But for his last meal, he had some steamed vegetables, got some more cauliflower, some broccoli, and some carrots, alongside some aloe vera juice. I love aloe vera juice. This is crazy that he had this in his last meal. If you've never had aloe, it's one of the best drinks of all time. Super refreshing on a hot day. It only costs a couple of dollars just to get. That's actually the aloe vera plant itself floating in there, and you can actually eat that while you drink it. Kind of like boba. But Gandhi definitely had a very well-balanced diet with steamed vegetables, so that's pretty good. All right, let's dig in. Some more cauliflower. Wow, that was a great bite. Gotta get your greens in. No butter on this broccoli, but you know, we're keeping it healthy out here. We're doing good. And some carrots. I always heard growing up that carrots make your eye vision like better. I don't know if that's true. I just always heard, oh my God, if you eat a carrot, your vision is gonna get magically better. After this, I'll probably have like 2120. So let's have some aloe. Stay there real quick. Look at all the little aloe vera plants just floating around in there. Phenomenal. So a lot of the Gandhi facts are very, very like deep. So I don't know if I'm gonna get too far into it, but overall for this meal, I'm gonna have to give it a rating of probably like 4 out of 5 stars. Only because it's very well balanced. You got your greens, you got some carrots in here. Cauliflower, not too big of a fan of, but you know, it's there. And what bumps it up to a 4 is the aloe vera. All right, next up, we got Marilyn Monroe, and she actually died in Los Angeles in 1962 from an overdose. She was a huge celebrity in the 1950s. She was an actress, a model, a singer, and she was known for being America's biggest sex symbol. But her last meal is pretty crazy. We actually have to do something real quick. We landed in the pool. What? All right, so we got a really just classy meal here. Marilyn Monroe was not joking around. Pour that guy in there. Ooh. So before Marilyn Monroe passed away, she actually had a glass of champagne, a stuffed mushroom, and 2 meatballs. I believe she overdosed in an apartment or a hotel, so this is probably like room service or this was delivered to her somehow. We'll start with the champagne for sure. But a crazy fact about Marilyn Monroe is not her real name. Her real name, let me just take a bite of this stuffed mushroom. You know, I'm not opposed to mushrooms. I just don't think I've ever taken a bite out of this big of a mushroom. Her real name was actually Norma Jean Baker, and her mom was actually in the same industry as her. Let's dig into some meatballs. Wow, man. I don't think I've had just a singular meatball in a minute. Meatballs and champagne, all 2022. And also, Marilyn actually hated being in front of the camera, as crazy as that sounds. She was amazing at what she did, but I guess she was just a little shy. We can all be a little shy sometimes, right, guys? And lastly, she referred to herself in 3rd person. It's like if I were to talk about myself like, oh, the other day, Simplistic went on a run. I'm talking about myself. That's just crazy. I don't know why she did that, but very interesting fact. Now we have James Dean, and he actually died in 1955. So James was an actor and a cultural icon in the 1950s, and everyone loved him. And crazy enough, he only starred in 3 movies in his entire life. But for his last meal, he had a slice of apple pie and a glass of cold milk. Let's just go ahead and dig in. I really don't remember the last time I had a slice of apple pie, to be honest. I'm not a big pie person. I'm more of a cheesecake kind of guy. I don't know if his apple pie was warmed up, but I would definitely love this warmed up right now. So James Dean was actually very popular amongst teens, and when he was very little, his front 2 teeth actually knocked out, which in that case, when you're an actor, you kind of need that, so his front 2 teeth were pretty much fake. Hey, but that didn't stop him from being one of the most legendary actors of all time. And he was the only actor to receive an Academy Award after he died, which is kind of crazy. Literally the first. Definitely still a legend, but hold on, I'm gonna have to take another bite of this. This is too good. All right, next up, we have Kurt Cobain, and he died in 1994 and was known to be one of the most influential people in all of rock history. But ultimately, he was super successful by being in the band Nirvana, a very widely known band. But his last meal was probably the craziest among this whole entire list. He actually had root beer and cigarettes. Now, I don't have any cigarettes. I wasn't trying to go buy a pack of cigarettes because I'm really not gonna smoke them after. I do not condone any of you guys to go smoke cigarettes, so I'm literally chilling off that. But we do have a root beer right here, and that was pretty much his last meal. I wish he had a better meal than just a root beer. So this root beer in specific, we got a Dr. Brown's original root beer, draft style. Bottoms up, baby. I feel like root beer just makes you into a man, like when you're a kid. Like before you really just start drinking beer and like some alcohol, maybe when you get older. As a kid, you drink a root beer and you're just like, I'm grown up. I love it nonetheless. It's a very acquired taste, I would say. Now my rating for this meal has to be very mixed. I feel like I can't give it a high rating because it's literally just a root beer, but I can't give it a low rating because it's not bad. I'll meet in the middle. We'll go 3 stars. Next, we have another rock legend, John Lennon, and he was actually a part of the Beatles. Now, Mr. John Lennon was actually assassinated in 1980 in New York City. It was believed that the assassinator that actually killed him shot him 5 times in the back. Super sad way to go out. Rest in peace to John Lennon. But his last meal was actually a corned beef sandwich, which is pretty interesting. I've never even heard of that. A corned beef sandwich? That actually sounds bomb. I don't know what sauce it came with. We won't use it because, you know, we don't know if John Lennon used it. All right, let's dig in. So John Lennon was from the UK. Corned beef just sounds like a UK kind of thing, you know what I mean? Pretty bomb, I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, some interesting facts about John Lennon, because we gotta throw that in. He actually hated his own voice, and that's crazy because a lot of people worldwide just all around love his voice. His first instrument was actually the banjo. And lastly, while he was on tour, his favorite thing to do was to play Monopoly. He was a simple guy, kind of like me. If anyone wants to smoke in Monopoly, let me know. I'm down to play for the next 8 hours, because that's how long it usually takes to play Monopoly. As for the meal though, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 stars, to be completely honest with you. It's a good mixture of everything all around. Bomb. All right, guys, this next one hit the hardest for me. I'm not gonna lie. It is Kobe Bryant. Overall, he just had one of the biggest impacts on me because he's an LA legend and I've always watched basketball growing up. So I just want to say rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. I mean, dude, look at, you're literally wearing his shirt. So sadly enough, Kobe actually died in a helicopter crash with his daughter, Gianna Bryant. So rest in peace to her too. So I was online researching and I found that Kobe Bryant's last meal was actually a protein shake. I actually found this off one of the articles online, so I don't know how accurate that is, but this is what it says. So the shake right here has peanut butter, banana, almond milk, and vanilla protein powder. And kind of knowing Kobe Bryant, this does seem like one of the things he'd be getting on a regular basis, but let's go ahead and give it a try. That's nuts. This is so good. Oh my God. But I'm not gonna lie, this is 5 out of 5 no matter who you ask. This is amazing. But again, I just want to say rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You will forever be missed. All right, last but certainly not least, we got Michael Jackson, the king of pop. One of the most influential people of all time and best entertainers. So Michael passed away on June 25th in 2009. And the way he died was an accidental overdose caused by his doctor. I really don't know all the facts about that, but he just died over an overdose. But his last meal was literally a salad. It was just a salad. Super simple guy. It was also known to be a spinach salad, so that's what we got here. But one of my favorite facts is Michael Jackson actually tried to purchase Marvel Comics after they went bankrupt because he wanted to be Spider-Man. Like, he had such an obsession with Spider-Man that he literally tried to buy the whole company so he can star as Spider-Man himself in a movie. And my second favorite fact is Michael Jackson's first ever marriage was with Elvis Presley's daughter. Like, what are the chances? Let's just take a bite of our salad here. Get some greens in. On a herbivore. Not only one of the most influential people as far as music, but dancing too, bro. He revolutionized the dancing world. Like, bro.
What is that?
Like, I don't even know how he did that, bro. I wish, can you do it? Okay. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy that video. It was definitely a different video for me, and it was a lot of fun to do, so I hope you enjoyed. Please go ahead and drop a like, subscribe down below, and comment what kind of videos you guys want to see next. Don't forget to keep it simple out there. I love you guys so much, and I'm out. Peace. Damn, you guys look like you know what you're doing. Can you help me take a picture? My first day out here.
Are you visiting LA?
Yeah, from Tennessee.
Same with us, we're from Jersey.
You're from Jersey? I used to go down there all the time as a kid. Yeah, literally. I'm like shaking right now. This is crazy. Oh, he's getting the angles. Wow. Wow.